How much does it cost to build a business? So I am a massive bootstrapper. I've started many, many, many companies from absolutely nothing and made them into a well over $100 million company. So it depends on what you're doing, depends on how you're going to start and the resources you have. So let's break this down. Again, your cost to start up will depend on the model, depends on liability, depends on the product, the equipment, etc. Again, I'm going to give you my lean bootstrapping checklists. And the biggest thing and the biggest mistake I see is when to spend, when not to spend, when to hire, when not to hire, etc. Some statistics of new entrepreneurs. Cash flow mismanagement is the number one reason small businesses fail, because they don't understand the money, they don't understand the sales cycle, and when the actual cash flow is coming in to pay the bills on those time cycles. Service-based businesses have the lowest startup costs and the fastest path to revenue. I would totally agree, and most of the things that I have done have been service-based, so you don't end up with things like this little lotions and potions and, these lotions and potions, or these sort of, potholes. I have somebody who actually does this as a business. He gave me this amazing pin. This is one of my clients. Hand done, custom pins. They cost probably $200. This is a lot of startup costs. There's more than others. So again, could you move to that? Absolutely. I never say never, but let's put it in the sequence and the stages to get you there. And then avoid costly traps. And I'm going to put in a costly trap, consultant trap. So I want a lean launch, meaning let's just get you up into revenue. The only thing I think you need is a CRM. So I want you to go to Rapid Marketing Systems. If you go to this site, ASKRMS stands for Rapid Marketing Systems. It's going to get you up and on the internet where you can do social posts and social channels from Instagram, TikTok, here on YouTube. You can do your social posts, start gathering a bunch of people into your database and start making sales. So you want to have low ticket to high ticket. And yes, you want a range. And if you want a lean launch and a fast launch, you're going to be doing a lot of that work yourself. So in the beginning, when I first started, my first year, I did $357,000. I actually did all the fulfillment. So I was teaching cash flow games and I was actually doing financial coaching. And I was running the bookkeeping until I hired my first bookkeeper, and then did more of the marketing, did more of the sales. So all of you, you've got to look at these departments of what you need to do. A lean launch is get to cash as fast as you can. Now, once a month, I do a marketplace. It's called the Millionaire Intensive. As we move into 2026, I'm going to be doing a marketplace twice a month. So make sure you sign up for a marketplace so you're on our roster every time, just like our database, to be invited to come sell the things that you want to launch, whether it's a pre-order of a book, pre-order of a masterclass, pre-order of an image consulting opportunity that you're going to do. Whatever you're going to do, you want to be able to pre-sell it so you actually get the cash up front, then you fulfill. The biggest challenge that I see in lean launches is that you actually get people following you and you don't follow up. The lack of follow-up, for any of you that have been in business know it is absolutely imperative that you follow up. In today's environment, with all the social media and all the social channels, Google's not your only search engine, by the way. There are so many. Each of the social channels are becoming almost their own search engine now. So how do you navigate all of this at one time? So our answer is you post everywhere, bring them into a database of something they want that's small, give them some bunch of free stuff. From free, you go to low ticket offers, and then you grow, and then you start picking up the phone, and then you get into the high ticket offers. It's not difficult. It's different. I went again from 357 to 1.7 million in first year growth. And I started in a spare bedroom and one person helping me. And then immediately when we hit 1.7, I then had the bookkeeper, had a house cleaner. I mean, we were jamming. So you can easily lean launch if it's service-based. And don't do the consultant move, meaning, oh, I'll tell you what's wrong, and then walk away. Tell people what's wrong and how you're going to be the solution, and then you fix it. If you don't go all the way through to fix it, you're going to have a very short lifespan of a client. Because most people in this era aren't going to pay for people to tell them what's wrong. They want to tell them what's right and how to get fixed as fast as they can. They do want the magic wand. So costs to start up are going to get bigger if it's something that you have to manufacture. Again, it's like some sort of a supplement. I have a lot of medical providers, and they all want to launch a supplement line, a protein line, a CBD line. So as you get into your marketing, again, you want to spend what pays you back. So can you get on AdSense and have social channels pay you? I'm going to tell a lot of you that's harder than you think. It's more volume than you think. You want to take moves that are going to actually give you a big return, like doing these writing books. I got 6 New York Times bestsellers. I would tell you when I did them, absolutely the smartest move. To do them now, no, I'm repurposing. This is a version 2, so you can go ahead and grab my version 2 of The Millionaire Maker. The first one was written in 2005. This one was redone in 2024, and now 2025 in April just came out. So repurpose what you have, but I would tell those of you who don't have things like this, keep it all digital. You know, most people all want it digital. They want it on a Kindle. They want to hear it on Audible. And if you want the hard copies, you can do a print on demand. Very different models. I also think for a lot of you that want a long-standing YouTube channel, I would put a podcast in front of it. And before that, I'd put a blog. And before that, a newsletter. You got to start building your sequence of assets. And most of you don't have enough content in your asset space. And with ChatGPT and all the other AI tools that you could possibly use, you can get content as fast as you can. I would just highly encourage you to make sure that you make it yours. Make sure it's your tone, your phrase, your phraseology, because you have AI written stuff all over your internet and your website and your things, and then people hear you speak live at an event or actually hear you on an interview and you have a completely different talk track, you're going to lose a lot of people really quick because it's a lack of credibility. Again, other places you could spend what pays you back is ads. If you really have a good offer, spending in ads with the right group. But I would be very, very, very careful. A lot of you, especially in the marketing category, you can easily spend $5, $10, $20, $30,000 in marketing and not get a lot of return. That's why we want you to start with askrms.com for $2,500 a year. We're going to get you up with a database, with a platform, how to do social posts, similar to what I do. And then you can grow from there. I can promise you I don't spend $2,500 a month on marketing, and you can add multiple zeros times, and that's what we spend. But again, we're a more mature brand. If you're just getting started, you got to get started. So before I tell you about some of the really costly mistakes, not only that I did in my past growing, but a lot of people I still see do, I want you to subscribe to the channel. We have so much here to offer you. I want you to click that notification button so I come in live every morning, 5, 10, 15 minutes, and listen to them. As a journal in the show notes, you can grab our journal and you can keep track of what video you watched, when you watched it, what'd you learn, what are you going to do about it, and create a process of what you're going to do. Also go to that playlist, like put in marketing, put in sales, put up, business development, fast revenue. I have years and years of great content that you can just binge on for hours and learn about money. Now, the biggest traps and costs that I see. First one that I see is a lot of you think you have to have some fancy branding to get into sales. And not only fancy branding, you think you've got to have all sorts of things and t-shirts and mugs and business cards. I didn't have any of that stuff. You just start and you get going. The other thing that is really, really costly is just hiring wrong people and not ending it fast enough. So give more of a trial, give more of an assessment, especially in the technical side. Can they really do what they say they can do? Some of my greatest mishires were in the marketing consulting, where they come in and say they can help you and they don't do much for that. And then the other side that I see where you can get in a lot of trouble is bad bookkeeping and bad tax strategy. Because I've seen people had to rebuild their entire set of books because the first bookkeeper actually didn't know what they were doing. So 2 massive mistake areas that can be very, very costly and costly to rebuild because it's a manually uptake of every transaction has to go back into your new accounting system. Last big trap, big, is know what you need to know about copywriting, patents, and trademarks. I've spent hundreds, probably millions on those categories. And to learn later, unless you have a massive, massive war chest of legal money just to go fight everybody who's going to go after, I'm going to do it and I change my mind. I let it all go. Bob Proctor style, meaning I'm here to change the conversation with money, take my stuff, learn it, live it, like put it in your life and share it with as many people as possible. Sort of like Napoleon Hill did, they let theirs go. Think of Go Rich as an open brand, an open mark, intentionally to let people just take it and share it because that's the impact we want to make. So be mindful what you're doing. Get the right team as fast as you can. If you don't know how to get a team, believe me, I've done the good, the bad, the interesting in those areas. I'd love to help you. When you grab my Millionaire Maker book, fill out a gap analysis. That'll get you at a one-on-one appointment with one of our team. Let us help you launch quick. The last thing I'm going to say, and I want to give this to all of you, is we do have an income program where we can guarantee you $100,000 of new income in 365 days. You have to do everything I say, 52 videos from me to you on what to do. So talk to our team, say, I want the 100K program, I want the guarantee, because if you don't make it year 1, you're going to get it year 2. And then you're off to the races. So if you have any questions, go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL. Ask a question, make a request. We'll be back tomorrow.